Never thought I'd be saying this. Episode 65 from Riverbend Springs. Insanity? Absolutely. Today's gonna be fun. What we're gonna do is we're going to take this truck, which is insanely loud. Thanks, David, you're awesome. We're gonna hook it up to our auto load trailer over here, and we're gonna take it for a little ride. Let's get this thing unhooked. We have changed the way I do productions because I'm going to be doing a lot less, where is it? There it is. I'm going to be doing a lot less work with contracts, things like that, focusing more on things around my farm. Well, that's great, but I've kind of run out of stuff to do during the growing season. So, because of that, I've now changed all my productions over, with the exception of the silage productions. Those are still on a selling setup. So grain, flour, all that good stuff. I get to make deliveries now. So DJ's gonna be a little delivery boy in the mornings. Let's go. I'm also curious how much poo our cows have made overnight. They are getting close as well. Let's see, 43,000 liters of poo. How much milk? 39,000 liters of milk. That's cool. Let's see, how much is in here? 94, so we will have to move over a little bit of milk. And how much slurry have they made? 65,000 liters of slurry in one day. Wow, yo, check that out. That looks epic. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, let's head over first and let's make a pickup at our flour. You know, I know this is slower than probably what it could be, but it's absolutely epic. I don't care. It sounds great, and it doesn't feel like it takes me forever to get from point A to point B anymore. I love it. Also, yes, there's no traffic. It's all been turned off for quite a few episodes now. Hated the traffic so much, you have no idea. All right, so there is the flour that we've got. Let's pull in here and then back up and get it all. Man, usually my best backwards driver and farm sim skills are just epic, but not today. I am just tearing up these pallets. I'm so sorry, dudes. Let's see. Let's set it all up, get it again, and good. So if you're curious, I'm using... Is that pallet? There we go. I'm using the universal auto load, which helps me with all that. Very cool, very cool. All right, let's take this to bakery. And actually, it is not the bakery that you think I'm going to. I had actually forgotten that I put a new bakery on the map. And so that's the one we're going to be going to. Check out the interior of this truck, man. This is so sweet. If you missed the last one, go check that out. I customized this. This is 82 Studios TLX Phoenix for Farming Simulator 25. And it's so cool. It is just so cool. I love it so much. Let's head in here. Yee, buddy. We also need to take a look at a few other things like, vegetable harvesters. I haven't done much with them, so we need to take a look at them and see what we can buy, what we need, what we don't need, that kind of thing. I want to make sure that we're good to go there, because now we have multiple different types of crops that we really need to do something with. All right, so I didn't really think about this too much. Let's see. I think I could do this. Yeah, we'll be all right. Hopefully it'll take all of that. No, stop the strip crap. Crap. Okay, I believe this is like oat flour. Where's just flour in general? I didn't want it to do that. It may have to be set to distributing, I think. Selling oat flours, distributing. The thing is, it uses flour for bread. So I hope that it hangs on to it. That's so dumb. It's a little funny, though. Let's be honest, it's a little funny. I need to put this way out of the way. We'll come and get that later. Yee! And I guess we need to get all of these. There's also a trick to getting the pallets, especially with the universal auto load. Now, I haven't updated it, and I've had it for, I don't know, a month now, something like that, maybe a little bit more. I should probably update it. I'm guessing it's been updated. But I did find a sneaky little way to do it. Check this out. So whenever it starts to drop a new pallet, that's when you select auto load. So as soon as we see a pallet drop, we slam the button. But it does take a minute. We just hang out, wait, admire the Oh, wait, it's probably not going to do that now, is it? Because I've told it not to. Yeah, so it's storing it. Is it? Hopefully it's using that to make bread. Never mind, all of that was for nothing. All right, let's drop these in there. There you go. They didn't come out the other side. Even better. All right, let's pick up our bread right here. We're gonna go to our other bakery and do the exact same thing. Pick up the bread there and driving all over the spinach. You know, good thing is I'm finally learning my way around the map a little bit. I'm learning which roads go where. This area right here in the old part of the town is still a little bit different and weird for me, but I'm getting it. I'm getting it, and that's a good thing. All right, let's do the same thing here. Let's back in. So it's not that I want to get rid of this bakery. However, this bakery runs slow. And the other one that we've got runs not slow. So we got some bread here. Let's find out where we're going to sell it. Looks like Main Farm Sales is going to be one of the best places. Small Farmer Kiosk. BI Restaurant. Yeah, it looks like Main Farm Sales. Let's go. Now, do keep in mind that this is going to be a bit of an everyday kind of thing. There we go. 36,000. Nice. And we move along. So, there's that. I guess we get prepped for the next day in game. I don't think there's really much else to do. If we jump up to the other farm, which is here, this is the big grass farm. We should take a look and... yeah, it's growing, but there's nothing to do here. Now, tomorrow in game, there will be, because we can come up here and mow again. Now, not so much. And again, all of that just goes to feeding this guy right here. Feeding the silage maker. Let's take a look at these, because I haven't looked at them. Grass is good. Again, silage is in here, but silage is set to storing. Same thing down here as well. Let's see. Silage, storing. What is this? Oh, from straw. That's right. I forgot. I also, you can do that. Forgot about that. Okay, so for now, that thing sounds so cool. For now, I guess that's everything in April. Oh, let's check a used real quick. Okay, we got a couple goodies here. We do have a 9RX, which, I mean, now we've got a bunch of stuff. Now might be a good time to get that. We've also in here got this, the Walkabout. However, it's not what I thought it was, so maybe just ignore that fact. One of the other things, though, is this. So this is the Dibco. I was talking about this. These will take your sugar beets, rather, and cut them. So this is definitely something that I want, because cut sugar beets will do better at the BGA than really anything, let's say anything else. This is the way you do sugar beets. So we're going to need something like this. 37,000 ain't too bad, especially since it is how much off? 45%? It's not too bad. We also don't need to use this for transporting. So I say we get it. All right, well, I spent $408,000. I had it delivered to the farms. I had delivery costs, but check this out. We now have a 9RX on the farm. Big tractor energy, yeah, and we've got the Dibco, which I went with a super nice old Onyx black setup with it. Yeah, well, that's pretty sweet. So now we got something to chop up sugar beets. It's not actually an auger wagon. All it does is you put sugar beets in and cut sugar beets come out. But that's kind of, I guess, the whole point. I've mentioned that I thought a 9RX on this farm might be a little bit big, and I am standing by that 100%. But it's awesome. I didn't go with the big engine, so it's the same what the normal engine was at 500 and some horsepower. Yeah, so that's fine. Nothing too wild and crazy. But do need to put it in here, and I think we need to, yeah, we're going to need to repair it. I think the front loader for the 6R is going to get in the way. We should probably move that. Yeah, there we go. How about we put it over here? There you go. Whenever the 6R comes back over here, it'll be ready for it. Where is my 9RX? There it is. All right, we need to repaint for $13,000 and repair for $3,000. And now it's just as good as new. Might have about 10 hours on it, but good as new. To be fair, 10 hours is nothing. All right, so there's a few things that I want to do more on this farm. There's a few things I want to swap out. For example, the case right here. Love the case. Case is great. Perfect. It is awesome. It's also a little bit weird when everything else is John Deere. So I'm going to be moving this over to the cattle farm, and I'm going to be bringing back the 6R. Now you might say, but DJ, you've been using the 6R because it's really good at moving around smaller equipment. I know. That's why I'm also going to bring the Challenger over here. The case is cool. Honestly, I may end up just selling the case now because we've now got 2 really big John Deere tractors. So I don't think there's much of a reason. Oh, that's not going to fit. So there's really not much of a reason to hang on to that anymore. Let's grab this. Poor thing. I will agree it has kind of turned into a bit of a John Deere farm, hasn't it? We'll go back and take a look and see if there's any more smaller John Deeres. I could definitely use another 6R. Love this tractor to death. I could definitely use another one of these. But I also love the Challenger as well. Oh yeah, I forgot its parking spot's taken. Can I scoot past over here? Nope. Also, I love how the dirt on this is kind of turned into mud. I think that looks awesome. And we got a little swap-a-rooski with the tractors. This is the same Challenger tractor that we start with in new farmer mode. However, I have not put all 95 of those hours on it. I've probably put a few, but it wasn't 95. I don't even think I have 95 hours on this Let's Play series yet. Oh, no, I do actually. 96.2 or 96 hours and 26 minutes. Oh, all right. Well, maybe we have put some of those times on it. Not likely, but yeah, maybe. Will this fit in here? I hope it does. Hey, it's very nice to be able to fit that in there. All right, we'll park that up. We'll grab this, move it, I guess. And there are a few John Deere tractors, but it is nothing really that I'm interested in. So we will leave our fleet as is. And really, barring any kind of idiotic thing I've accidentally done, it might be time to move along. Growth is good. Everything's completely fertilized. These need rolling, but we can ignore that. It's a little late for that anyway, so we won't have to worry about it. How's about we maybe move this truck indoors, and we'll go from there. Excuse me, little beep beep. Perfect. Okay. Go another day in game. Well, everything's a lot more green than I was expecting it to be today, but I guess it is what it is. Let's go around and do a little bit of checking on things. So it looks like our spinach is growing, and it might be about a month away from ready to harvest. As far as bread goes, everything that's on the outside is good. However, it did use all of the flour that I gave it. So there is that. Can we double check? Where's the trigger around here for this thing? Oh, that's right. The trigger's on the inside. I always forget that this has an interior. Bam! Let's click it and find out. Yeah. It used all the flour. But I think it sent some of the flour over here. I wish that it didn't do that. Because now I have to take this and go do it all again. This time around, I'm going to try not backing in and seeing how that does. Also, I don't know how much it's going to be. Oh, same amount as there was in the last day. All right, well, that works too. Let's bring it forward. I don't know if it's going to get it all, but I guess we'll find out. It should. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Bam! Cool. Very convenient house to back into their driveway across the road. And back to that little grain mill we go. Grain mill? Bakery. I almost missed the days where we had way too much flour. Almost. Not quite. But I almost miss it. Speaking of missing it, I keep forgetting to go and check on these animals. See how they're doing. Let's see. Cows, we're up to 76,000 liters of milk now. We definitely need to put some in our system here. 90,000 liters of poo. And how many liquid poos? 131. Yeah, I think Ian Malcolm might have something to say about that. I almost feel like I'm not doing everything that I could do efficiently as I could. And the reason I say that is because the last time, before I was doing any of this, like carting stuff around, I felt like I was making more money. And maybe that's just me, but I felt like I was making more money that way. I also kind of wish that this wasn't around anymore, but you know, I'll deal with what we got to deal with. And lastly, all we got to do is pick up all the bread and go sell it. So that's all the bread from location number 1, and here's all the bread from location number 2. Now all we got to do is figure out where we're going to sell it, and that's it. Well, I don't know what I've done, but I can't. Okay, now I can click on stuff. I don't know what's going on, but I've broken my prices menu. Anyway, we're going to main store sales. Uh-oh. Come on, bring DJ some money. 72,000, that's not a lot. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing out on money right now. I don't know what's going on. All of my productions used to do so well. And now that I'm doing this, it was the only thing to do in between everything. There's flour there, bread, yeah. Grain mill, also leasing. Oh, so there's not as much flour coming out. Well, I guess that would make sense. Dairy's still set up. Milk bottled, that's what I'm making. Yep, that's all I care about. And it's set to selling. Storing? Uh-oh. Selling, yeah. Silage is still rocking and rolling. You know what? I don't have a reason for it, but you know what? Let's just do this. Let's switch everything back over to selling again. So we're going to go distributing with everything over to dairy. That was already set up correctly. And then this, let's see, bread, we need to set to selling. However, the oats and stuff, those are set to distributing, which doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, so that must mean that we don't need to do this, I would say anymore, but anymore today. Push to the side. One other thing is it looks like the grass is ready to grow. Ready to grow, ready to harvest. One of the things that I would love to do is hire a worker on these, but I don't know if the worker is going to behave for me or not. We've also got multiple different setups for mowing and things like that, which is, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Let's go ahead and open everybody up, unfold, move forward, right there. We'll turn on the front mower first, then we'll turn on the rear mowers second, kicking everything down the middle. So far, so good. This was also the field that I had run the merger on, which we've got way over there, but I think if I do this properly, I'll only need to use that on the first setup, or like the first runaround, like this one, this runaround right here. I think if I do it the right way, I'll only need to kind of push this together, because, you know, sometimes when you got a front mower and a rear mower, sometimes they do, you know, the swath is a little bit wide, it's a little bit too much for your pickup. So I think if I do that and just run it around, you know, the headlands, and then let the rest of it go, but set the merger to the width of this, I think that should work. Although this is doing a really good job right now, so I'm not quite sure what else I would need to do to change up. Ah, back there, right there. It's still not fine. I don't know why I've worried so much about this. I will say this, since update 1.5, everything has been working a lot better when it comes to mowing and things like that. I built this farm and set all the equipment up to kind of mimic the way things used to be, and the way things used to be sucked. And now everything seems to be better. So I think one of the things we may have to do here is completely get rid of the equipment that we were using, because a couple of these and we're good. However, we are going to have to do that in the next one, so please stay tuned for that one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you hung out with me to the end, please let me know. It means a lot to me, and I appreciate you guys hanging out, just having fun playing around on Riverbend Springs, just enjoying ourselves playing Farm Sim 25. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.